Putting things off to please other people. Hello everybody, Tom here from the company Code. I hope you're well. Today we're going to discuss what is become kind of a modern day thing about sort of not doing or saying something to, well, particularly not doing, to not offend somebody or put somebody out. It kind of akins to people pleasing. I will be straight with you all here. I know anyone can say anything and you can take it or leave it, but what you see is what you get with me. I am one of the most least offensive people you will ever meet. I never go out my way to hurt anybody or say or do anything against somebody. But the fact of the matter is that I care about myself enough and about what I stand for to know that certain things I'm going to want to do, certain things I might say, and the fact of the matter is, no matter what you do, no matter how careful you are or think you're being, what you say or what you'll do or your actions at some point will offend someone and put them out. So what I'm saying is you should just do it and not worry. And I'll tell you why. Does anybody else worry about what you're doing and about what actions they take that may put you out? They don't. Other people are concerned mainly with themselves. They're not worried about you. They're not thinking about you. They've got their own stuff going on. So therefore, if they do something that is considered bad or putting you out, then why are we worrying when the boot's on the other foot about it? Did they stop and ask your permission? No. The reason for this video today is quite recently I have been lucky enough to get some free tickets to the football for a local football team. It's not the football team that I support, it's a team that's very local to me and they're kind of like a second team. And I've invited a couple of people from my workplace, and the two people that I know kind of on a professional level. I don't know them that well on a personal level, but I get on well enough with them to probably go for a beer outside of work. Not that I drink, but if ever I did fancy the occasional tipple, I could go for a drink. I know I could, because we have that sort of relationship. We get on well. So I've invited this gentleman from my section of the work, and I've invited his stepson. And his stepson was very concerned that if he went, he would offend his brother. Well, first and foremost, I didn't ask your brother, I asked you. And no offence to your brother, I don't know your brother, I know you. Secondly, why are you concerned about upsetting your brother? At the end of the day, your brother will be annoyed with you for probably all of like a couple of days. At the worst, he may hold a grudge for a few weeks or months, but at the end of the day, what you've done is for you. It's not for him, and it's not for him to question, and it's not for him to be offended. You did it because you wanted to do it. You've come to watch the football because a friend at work, a colleague at work, has asked you to come and watch the football. I didn't ask him, but to keep the peace, because he feels concerned about how his brother may react, how funny he may be about it, he has now invited his brother. I've let his brother come, just for him. But I've got to be honest with you. Why? Why are we pandering to other people? Why do we, as people, worry about what other people might say, what other people might think? Like I said, you've got goals in this life, you've got things you want to do. There are going to be things you do and say that will offend others. And no matter what, even if you didn't intend to offend them, and I'm not someone who goes around trying to offend people, absolutely not. Anything for a quiet life, mate. Anything for being under the radar, private, completely not connected, people not knowing what I'm doing. That's the sort of person I am now. Before I was perhaps a little bit more gloaty, not gloaty as such, but wanting to let everybody know what I'd done. But that has absolutely gone now, and I'm never going back to that state of mind. I don't want to. You know, even my own father and I have had words over the last couple of years because of my spiritual path. There's certain things I've done he hasn't agreed with, and I had to compromise on one thing, but I will not compromise on anything else. If I'm doing something for me, then it's for me, and if it happens to offend somebody, I'm sorry, but that's how it is. And I want everybody watching this video here today to stop from right now. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. Stop worrying about what your actions and words may take. As long as you're not, like, maliciously trying to hurt somebody. If you've got something to do and it happens to put someone's nose out of joint, but you still want to do it, just do it. Okay, they will be miserable, they may be funny with you for a couple of weeks or whatever, or months. At the end of the day, most people will be over it pretty quickly and forget about it. And at the end of the day, if it's something that's going to help you, do it. If something you enjoy, do it. Don't wait for other people's permission. Absolutely do not do it. Make a promise to yourself today. I've made a promise to myself to never do that again. And absolutely, I expect that my work colleague at some point in his young life will realise that actually he cannot be dictated to by other people's approvals and other people's concern about what other people may think. He has to be his own man and his own thing, and just be like, sorry, I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this because I enjoy it. If it offends you and puts you out, I'm sorry, but I'm doing it. And absolutely no guilt or shame. It's food for thought anyway, and it's my first video of 3 this week. Thank you all ever so much for listening. I really appreciate your time and your energy spent here on my channel. Thank you kindly. First of 3, as I said, put down in the comment section below. I'm pretty certain that most of you watching today have had an incident where you've done something for yourself, or you've gone somewhere or said something or done something for you, and unfortunately somebody's felt put out by it. Well, I'm here to tell you, do not allow that person's approval or non-approval to stop you doing something. If you want to do something, do it. Other people do things all the time. They may get you back up, they may do something to offend you in some way, and they do it with absolutely no thought at all about your feelings. And while I'm not saying you should ever go out maliciously to upset somebody or piss them off, pardon my language, you should absolutely 100% just do what you've got to do for you sometimes, regardless. Remember to hit that subscribe button down below, leave me a thumbs up and a like, and let's hear that bell sign go ding dong so you know my next content's out. I'll be back in another couple of days, sorry, for my second of 3 videos this week. But until then, I want to say thank you all ever so much for listening. Take care of yourselves, and bye for now.